nearly 450 times, answering one question, only one: what is your name? But if he stonewalled Letitia James and her investigators last time, that is not what we see here. Just listen.
My most valuable asset, I didn't even include on your statement, and that's the brand. I didn't even include that. The brand, if I wanted to create a statement that was high, I would have put the brand on. If you look, I mean, I became president because of the brand, okay? I became president. I think it's the hottest brand in the world. I think my brand value is probably my greatest asset, even though it gets tarnished by people like this suing me. Maybe it gets hotter.
Donald Trump tipping his hand as to why this case, more than almost any other, and he has a lot of cases to choose from, has gotten under his skin so badly. Why this case seems to be keeping him up at night. That's because it's a lethal threat to his brand, a brand that, as you just heard him say on the record, under oath, he believes got him elected. A truth bomb that is both poignant and potentially legally very powerful. And that's where we start today with New York Times investigative reporter Sue Craig, plus former lead investigator for the January 6th Select Committee, Tim Heaphy, is here, and Democratic strategist and director of the Public Policy Program at Hunter College, Basil Smikle. Sue, I want to ask you about Donald Trump, as we just heard, talking about how his brand helped him get elected. Why is that important here?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, and you said something, I think, off the top. I think he has become a lethal threat to his brand. And I think it's really important to talk about his brand, because when you think about his brand, for years it was a consumer brand, and it was very valuable. I've seen a lot of studies, if the Trump name went on a building, it would increase, the price of the building. And I just think his view is stuck in a really different time, because he is no longer a consumer brand that appeals to high net worth. The hotels are really nice. And that's how it was always measured. And experts say now, when you think of the Trump brand, it is a political brand. That's not to say that there is not worth in it. But once you go down that route, you've got detractors, and it becomes just something else. And it was really interesting, just in some reporting that I've been doing, I talked to somebody recently who got a call from the Trump team saying, would you testify in this civil case for us? And they wanted to have this individual talk about the consumer brand and the value of it. And the person declined because they are no longer tracking it as a consumer brand. So I would argue for Donald Trump to talk about his brand now, there should be a reset about exactly what it's worth. It's not to say that it doesn't have value, but it is worth a lot less when he was a hot commodity coming out of the apprentice years in 2004, 5, 6, and 7.